Hello, my name is Nato Callahan. Here's how you use rent versus own data in BrightInvestor. The reason you should care about rent versus own data is because it tells you what the people are doing. In this case, I would leave the time range alone and simply look up a zip code. What you're looking for is exactly this. Back in 2012, so 12, 13 years ago, 78% of the people in this area were renting. Only 22% of people bought and lived in their own houses. Now, 11 years, 12 years later, that is completely shifted. Now, only 18% of people rent here. The majority of people own. The rule of thumb is that if you want to buy a rental property or your client's buying a rental property, a healthy ratio or more normal ratio is 30% to 40% renters. That means there's enough demand, there's enough supply, and it's an area where you're going to be able to flip, you're going to be able to rent, you're going to be okay. When you see an area like this, the fact that the demographic has completely changed, the fact that everybody wants to own here means this is probably a very desirable part of town. You can see that depending on the home prices, if this area is really, really cheap, people are buying properties here because it's the last area of affordability. If this area is very expensive, this area has likely just gone through a massive gentrification. It is now one of the most premium areas to buy in. In this case, you're going to have much better luck flipping properties in this area because everybody wants to own here than you are trying to long-term rent properties out. For example, if we go look at the type of home prices in this area, specifically this one zip code, we're going to see that home prices are going to be either super cheap or super expensive. I'm going to bet super expensive, but we're going to find out. Yeah, home prices here they peaked at almost $900,000 and then now they're about $670,000. So pretty expensive area. This is probably a very desirable part of town. We can see it's right by the university. So you want to use rent versus own ratio data to understand that this is an area where you want to be flipping because everybody in this area wants to be owning. On the other side, look for areas with at least 30 or 40% renters to make sure that that area will support your long-term rental, your clients for years to come. That's how you use rent versus own data in BrightInvestor. Hope that helps.